reporting to have lost my program.
Ladies and gentlemen, this reminder, RRAC University and the NAIA are committed to promoting character-driven intercollegiate athletics. The NAIA Champions of Character program empowers student athletes, coaches, officials, and fans to demonstrate at all times what character truly means in a competitive arena. Please refrain from using profanity as you support your team. The NAIA encourages respect between opponents and sportsmanship in all contests. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game. Ladies and gentlemen, this time, will you please rise and remove your hats as we are led in prayer by Janelle Solis.
Let us remember we are in the holy presence of God. Provident God, be with Our Lady of University and Texas College today as we strive to triumph in volleyball. Help us stay safe from injury, both physical and emotional. May our performance reflect the true spirit of sportsmanship. Let us never lose, let it all be a guard of what is pleasant. Help us to go in excellence.
And welcome everybody to Mabee Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of Lake University in San Antonio, Texas, as it's Red River Athletic Conference volleyball action about to get underway here between the defending Red River Athletic Conference champion, the OLLU Saints, 7-4 on the season, taking on Texas College out of Tyler, Texas, in their first matchup, or their first match of the season. It's been it was a pretty good pre-conference schedule for the Saints. Saints going 7-4. Took on a total of 7 teams that went to the national tournament last year and have come away with 4 victories in those 7 matchups, or actually 5 victories in those 7 matchups. So a good start there for the Saints. As tonight they take on Texas College, brought into, as many of you might recognize, a women's basketball coach and AD up at Texas College, Alyssa Burwell, as they come into action here for the Saints. Saints against 7-4 on the season as they enter their 10th season of membership in the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics. And again, this conference opener, Saints are 14-0 all-time against the Steers with 2 3-set victories last season. Kendall Groff, outside hitter, led the Saints in both games with a combined 18 kills in those matchups last year. The preseason Red River Athletic Conference coaches poll ranked the defending champion Saints to win it again this year, and they looked very good as we've get ready to start conference play again. Saints have won 14 straight here at home, have not lost since October of 2014 in a matchup against the University of the Southwest just before Halloween. With the streak going here for the Saints, starting last year, or starting again in 2014 and going undefeated last year at home. and unbeaten so far this year as they went through that Indigo Saints Classic early on with 4 victories, getting some revenge against Evangel, who the Saints had fallen to in 5 sets in the national tournament last year. Biggest victory so far this year, the Saints knocked off the #1 team in the nation, Columbia College, who is #1 in the nation, defending national champions, and did it on their home court and did it in straight sets. The Saints got that victory, and that is the biggest victory in the program so far. Again, the Saints volleyball, them and men's soccer, the original 2 programs here at Our Lady of the Lake, starting back in that 2007-2008 season. And last year winning both the regular season and postseason championships and getting their first ever appearance in the national tournament. Hoping to repeat that again this year. As we get ready for things to start up here, and the Saints led by Coach Jeremiah Tiffin here in his 2nd season. Lance Pulliam, the assistant coach, and Jacqueline Batista, student assistant, and the manager, Allison Hodge. As Jay Tope went through the opening introductions down there, and we are ready to get Red River Athletic Conference play underway here for the 2016 Our Lady of Lake University Saints volleyball team. It's been a big season so far for Kendall Groff and for Milani Smith, the 2 seniors. Have been helping to power the Saints' past opponents. Hope to continue it here tonight. Texas College, not a lot on them. Again, their first game of the season. And volleyball will be back in action again tomorrow as they will take on Jarvis Christian. 1 o'clock start time there. As the Bulldogs come calling, Jarvis Christian 9-7 on the season. So they've had a few contests this year. Tiffany Simmons will start things off here for Texas College. Simmons' serve is over. Tegwood gets underneath it, but goes underneath the net. So the first point going off there to Texas College. And a violation, a quick 2-0 start for Texas College. Tiffany Simmons out of D-Ball, Texas. Sends it up and over. Set up there by Solis. Woloski sent it over. Simmons there. Double tap violation there. Point for the Saints. Saints on the board, trailing 2-1. Raven Swain coming out. Audrey Contreras coming in to serve now for the Saints. Serve up and over. Simmons there setting up. Over to Brisby. Up again, kept alive. Just put over. The head, Groff will send it down, and point for the Saints. And the Saints have tied it up now at 1. And that will be Audrey Contreras with the service ace, and the Saints take a 3-2 lead. Groff, nicely dug up, kept alive there. And Brisby will send it over the side, and the Saints with a 4-2 lead now. And that touched. Service ace for the Saints. And it's 5-2 now the score. Driving down there, Simmons. That's sent over the net there by Palmer. Set up behind, Rivetta. Confusion just got over there by Pope. Again, Woloski is going to be outside the line there at a point for Texas College. And a point for the Saints. Actually 7-2 score. It's got a little behind there. Simmons now sets up. Sent over by Palmer. Kendall Groff right there over the Brigsby, and will go up into the rafters of the point for the Saints. And that's 8-2 here in set number 1. That snuck over there, but Tankowicz nicely keeping that alive. Solis over to Rivetta. Rivetta there off the defenders. And Pope and Simmons trying to get underneath there, not able to get to it, and it's going to be a point for the Saints. And we're going to have a timeout. Saints lead 9-2 here in set number 1. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back to Mabee Gymnasium. As the Saints with a 9-2 lead here against Texas College. As Contreras continuing to serve here. She's got now 19 aces on the season. And that one up and over. And caught the net there from Simmons. Solis, Rivetta. Off the top of the fingertips of the defenders at the net. Now put back and sent back, and it's going to go wide, actually over the antenna, and a point again for the Saints. And their lead expanding now to 8. It's Contreras continuing to serve here. And that's going to be a service ace for Audrey Contreras. The senior out of McAllen, Nicky Rowe High School. Simmons up. There at the net, kept alive, nice dig from Tankowicz. Kendall Groff right on the line on the outside, point for the Saints. They have a 10-point lead now. And another one. And it's an 11-point lead for the Saints. And that'll be a point, Texas College. As they break that streak, they trail by 10. As I don't have a 5 here, but J. Tobe below just said that was Palmer, but they have Palmer as 8. But we'll see. 14-3 now, Saints taking the lead. Laurel Mitchell, the freshman from San Antonio, Brennan High School. Gets that one up and over. Sneaks it over the net. Solis sneaks it back under there. Nice dig brought up there by Pope. Solis, Rivetta now sets off over the Groff. Groff back the other way. And just able to get it over is Simmons. Solis again, back over to Rivetta over the top. And that's going to go down their point for the Saints. And it's now a 12-point advantage at 15-3. Serve for Mitchell. It's going to be wide and a point on the service error. Going to Texas College. They down trail by 11. As Lynette Juma, the outside hitter out of Africa. The error there. And a 12-point lead now for the Saints. Janelle Solis in to serve. Alani Smith checking in for the first time at the net. Juna sends it back. And now over the antenna, point for the Saints. They now have a 13-point advantage. Juma, Simmons just mishits that one. And Pope kind of catches it off the face there. Saints lead is at 14 now at 18-4. Bustamante to serve. Lexi gets it up and over. Juma mishitting in the service ace for the Saints. And the lead is now 15. Kendall Groff there on the net there and able to get it over. Bustamante. And that was sent back as Kalani Wood tried to get that over, and a point there for Texas College. And they trail by 16 here. Or, I'm sorry, by 14 here. They're at the net, and point for the Saints. And Brittany Martinez and Raven Swain checking in. Brittany Martinez to serve. And Kalani Wood there at the net for the Saints. Number 7, a sophomore from San Antonio. Blackhawk College transfer. And a point for the Saints. And her meeting Coach Tiffin. It's an interesting meeting as the Saints were on their way to the national tournament. They were stuck in DFW as the aircraft had some mechanical issues, so they were on the ground waiting. And her father noticed Coach Tiffin over the corner and went over and talked to him. And that's when he met Miss Woods there, and she became a part of this team here. And strong believers of Providence here at Our Lady Lake, and I think that's an example of it. So we're going to take a break as a timeout called. Saints leading 23-5. We'll take a break. You're watching OLLU Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back to Mabee Gymnasium. As Saints with a 23-5 lead over Texas College here in set number 1. And everybody back. Communications not good there. And the key to any good relationship is communication, communication, communication. And we didn't have a good relationship there. 23-6 the score. And serve up and over. There by Tamisha Johnson. Johnson sends it back over. Back around, Wood. Simmons back. Tanglewood just punching it back over the net. Nice little rally going here. And that's Lalani Smith putting that one down, and the Saints at set point. And Jessica Woloski will be coming in. Jerome Mitchell came in to be the substitution for her. Simmons sneaks back, and that's going to be a point for the Saints, and that'll do it for the first set. Saints win it 25-6. We'll take a break. We'll have set number 2 for you here in a moment. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody. Mabee Gymnasium. Saints 10 kills that first set, none for Texas College. Saints 563 attack percentage. Texas College negative 286. 9 assists for the Saints, none for Texas College. 9 digs for the Saints, 5 for Texas College. 8 aces for the Saints, and 1 for Texas College. As we get ready for Lexi Bustamante to serve here. And point for the Saints again to start things off here in set number 2. So they take a 1-0 lead here. Pope sends it over. Nicely dug up by Contreras over. And there's miscommunications there on the side of Texas College, and it's 2-0 here for the Saints here in set number 2. Pope. Simmons just sends it over. Bustamante, that's sent back down and blown up at the net by Texas College. As Juma gets that one, and 2-0 now in the lead. And that's going to be in and point for the Saints. Saints with a 3-1 lead now here in set number 2. Leading 1-0.
5-21, Brittany Martinez. And Raven Swain, ready to serve.
So Brittany Martinez to serve, senior from El Paso. Brittany also softball player. One of 2 members of this team with 2 championship rings from 2 different teams here on campus. And that's going to be down there point for Smith. Leilani Smith, another gets the point there. The senior from Hilo, Hawaii. 4-1. That's sent back down and not able to get over there for Texas College. Another point for the Saints. It's 5-1 here. Set number 2. And 6-1 now the score. And down another one. 7-1 now, Saints with the lead. We'll get ready for the serve here from Martinez. And into the net. And it's a 7-1 lead and a timeout coming for Texas College. With the timeout, we'll take a break. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back to Mabee Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University. As we get ready to get back to action here, Brittany Martinez still serving. Saints with an 8-1 lead on Texas College here. Set number 2, leading 2-0. And point there for the Saints. 9-1 the score. Martinez with Bustamante. Leilani Smith gets it to go right along the line off of 3 defenders and point for the Saints. And the Saints 10-1 in the lead. Nice dig there from Bustamante. Smith. Sitting over there by Pope. Back around to Raven Swain. Nicely dug up there. Pope sent back and blown up in the net there by Smith, and point for the Saints. And the lead is double digits at 10 here, 11-1. Mitchell is checked in. She'll be at the net. Contreras and Smith. Pope over the top. Bustamante. Tankowick over to Smith. And that's off the defender. Point for the Saints. And it's 12-1. And that's going to go long. Point again for the Saints. And it's now 13-1 here in set number 2. Saints with 9 service aces here in the match. The team record for most aces in a match is 15. That was done against Texas College. It's 14-1 now. Pope back down at the net. Point Saints. 15-1. Trying to sneak it over there. Lexi Bustamante with it. Tankowick over to Smith. Send it across. Sends it over, and that's into the net there. The violation. It's 16-1 now. As the Saints have pulled away here in set number 2. And Texas College has their work cut out for them if they want to get back in this set. And that's blown up at the net by Cardenas. And a timeout, Texas College. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. So the Saints with 10 aces of the team, 5 shy of the team record of 15 set against Texas College. Audrey Contreras has 5 aces of those 10. And the individual record for aces in a match, Amanda Bonds had 6. So opportunity there as another point for the Saints, as it's a 17-point advantage now against Texas College in set number 2. And that's down by Mitchell. And the lead gets larger. And a service ace, number 11. So the Saints are now 4 aces shy of that team record. Pope. And long and point. And a 20-point advantage now. Simmons tried to sneaks it over, but Tankowicz there. Bustamante. Mitchell's is sent back, but not able to get over, and a point for the Saints. Sent back of the net, point for the Saints. And the Saints are playing like they have somewhere to be. Bustamante, Tankowicz sets it up over to Smith. Set back. Nice job there for Juma for Texas College. And it's 23-2. And Juma will be serving. Bustamante sets over there. And point for Texas College. Scardina sends it wide. Mitchell just sending it back, and Juma mishits, and that's going to be set point.
Set point, Saints. If Saints 13, Jessica Woloski serves.
Tankowicz to serve. Jessica Woloski is checked back in. Sent back. As Pope just getting it over. And Woloski gets it. That is set point or match or the set point there for the Saints as they get it. And they lead that one 25-3, leading 2-0. We will take a break. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to Mabee Gymnasium as the Saints trying to close things out here as we get ready for set number 3 to start, leading 2-0 here against Texas College. It hasn't been a very tough match so far, 25-5, 25-3. As we get ready for things to go. Twelfth match of the season for the Saints. First one for Texas College here tonight. And into the net point, quick point, Texas College. And their first lead since they led 2-0 to start off set number 1. And Mitchell to serve here as the Saints tied it up 1 apiece. Mitchell's serve over the net. Back sit down by Cardenas, and the Saints with a 2-1 lead now in set number 3. And a service error there, and we will be tied at 2. So Tiffany Simmons to serve with the match tie, or the set tied at 2. Saints leading 2-0. And kept alive there as Kendall Groff's hit back down nicely as Juma. And Texas College with a 3-2 lead here in set number 3. And a service error. And the Saints will. Actually, we're all even up now at 3. Audrey Contreras with the serve. And underneath, and that'll do it. She has just tied the team record for aces in a match. It was set by Amanda Bonds against Schreiner a few years ago. Now she has 6. And that one's going to go into the net as a service error. And we're tied at 4. Juma to serve here. Rivetta. And that off the defender and a point for the Saints. As Bethany Covington, the junior out of Houston. Gets that one down. The Saints with a 5-4 lead. And Kendall Groff send that over. Take a look there. Point for the Saints. She kind of carried it over. It's now 6-4 the lead. That's it. Back there. Wood with some power, but Texas College nicely to get it back over. Groff. Mitchell sends it back. Juma. Back again, Wood, and that's going to be long and a point for Texas College. And they trail by 1 here in set number 3, 6-5. And mistiming the jump there is Covington. And a point for Texas College, and they've tied it up at 6. A very different Texas College team here in set number 3 than what we had seen the previous 2 sets here in the early on. And there's a service error. And the Saints will take a lead now. That's 7-6. Pope over. Tankovic, Rivetta, and Wood sends it down, and a point there for the Saints. And they take an 8-6 lead now. Covington to serve. Up and over and sent back. And that will be point for the Saints. The Saints now with a 9-6 lead, getting a little cushion here. As Kalani Wood gets that one, or Kalani Wood. Saints with a 10-6 lead as they're starting to inch ahead here. Rivetta. Sent back down. And a point for Texas College. 10-7 now the score. Rivetta, Wood. Simmons tried to go back, and that's going to be a point, Texas College. 10-8 the lead now for the Saints. It's Texas College coming back on a little bit of a run here, trying to close into this deficit. Trying to stay alive in this one. So they trail 2-0. Saints trying to close them out. Rivetta. Crossover to Mitchell. Mitchell sent it out wide. Simmons now puts it up. Looks over there, sent back down, and point. As I think they got into the net there, did Wood, and a point for Texas College. They draw back to within one now here in set number 3. As a nice one there for Rivetta. And the Saints end the run there for Texas College and take a 2-point lead. That was a 3-0 run that Texas College had going. Tankovic to serve. Back down and in, and the point. Rivetta, 12-9. Tankovic. Rivetta now puts forward. Cardenas is long and a point. Texas College. And they trail by 2. Jordan Pope out of Houston, Texas to serve. Cardenas gets that one. Cardenas gets that. It's a 3-point lead. As Rivetta to serve. Rivetta, the freshman from El Paso. On the side, point for the Saints. Rivetta. Tried to sneak it over, and that's going to be a point for Texas College. Destiny Hubbard serving. Rivetta now sends a cross over the Groff. Long and a point for the Saints. Saints lead back to 4 at 15-11. And Mitchell to serve. And that'll go down for Covington. 5-point lead for the Saints here at 16-11. Saints 388 attack percentage for the match. Texas College negative 308. Into the net there. Point Saints, 6-point lead, and a timeout coming for Texas College. Saints trying to close it out, leading 17-11, up 2-0. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. Mitchell still serving for the Saints. Saints with a 6-point advantage here at 17-11. And that one's down and in. Service ace for the Saints, and that is 15. They tie the team record, which they set against Texas College. It's now 18-11. And that's a new team record. 16 service aces for the team. And an 8-point advantage now. Now we just have to see if Audrey Contreras will have a chance to get back in, as she is one shy of tying the individual record, which was set by Amanda Bonds against Schreiner University. It's now 19-12. It's Tiffany Simmons. And to the net point for Texas College. And 19-13 is the score here. And Kendall Groff will get that down, and the Saints at 20-13. And now Audrey Contreras in to serve. And here we'll see. This might be the last chance Audrey has. And Texas College will send it over. Rivetta back over to Groff. Gets it down. Point for the Saints. 21-13. Audrey Contreras here again trying for it. Trying to tie the team record for aces in a match. She currently has 5. 6 is the record. That's sent back. Rivetta. Covington sends it over. Now set again. Back it goes, back at the net, up and over. And point for the Saints. And it's now 22-13. That was a tough one they went for. Just sending it back over. And point for the Saints. It's now 23-13. 2 points probably remaining for the Saints, and Audrey would be nice if she were able to get it. And it looks like the best she's going to be able to do if the Saints can get the point is tie the record. That's 24-13, match point coming up here. Will Audrey be able to tie it? And won't be able to tie it. She'll be one shy. And Coach Tiffin, you can see in the reaction, kind of see that, but that'll do it for the Saints. Saints win at 25-13. That one a little bit closer than the other two. And the Saints get the victory 3-0 over Texas College. The Saints will go to 8-4 now in the season, 1-0 in conference play. Texas College 0-1, 0-1 in conference. As Saints get the victory, they win the first set 25-5, second set 25-3, and then 25-13. Saints 32 kills in the match, 3 for Texas College. Saints a .404 attack percentage, negative .305 for Texas College. 24 assists for the Saints, 1 for Texas College. Saints with 34 digs, 16 Texas College. Saints 16 aces, new team record, 1 for Texas College. And again, Audrey Contreras with 6 service aces. They gave her that she's got a service ace there. I missed one somewhere. She's got 6, and she ties the team record with 6 and 2 digs. So the Saints win it. Again, 8-4 on the season, 1-0 in conference play. The home record keeps going, as they have not lost since October of 2014. So for Gabby Cavazos running the camera for you, keeping it in focus, I'm Mike Thompson saying so long, everybody. We'll see you next time.